profile, despite being a pretty darn accomplished coach. That's a lot of first place there on that resume. But alas, here we are, game 2. Undying Doom banned out by Nigma, and Alliance take out the Wisp, and they take out the Phoenix. And this time it will be first pick going to Nigma, which of course means Alliance will have the 10th and final pick of the draft. And I believe it was inverted last time.
That sounds right. Yeah, because I had Visage last. So
because Alliance second picked the Dragon Knight. I remember that.
And now Rubik opener right
there
away.
You go.
So they've taken him like second before, but first overall. I think that's the first time they've rocked that this tournament. And another discussion we've had several times. Earth Spirit versus Rubik sucks for the Rubik. Nothing to steal. And then right for the Bat Rider. Okay. That
Love
is
this hero. Bat has been weirdly not prioritized in a lot of the games that we've cast in the last couple days here for Dota Pit. I don't know why. I still think this hero is very, very good.
He was banned first phase last game by Alliance, though.
Yes, that's true. Good catch. I mean, against Nigma, we know that they really like this hero.
Huh.
And Veno, another one that's been on the rise. So double green opener for Alliance. Some solid team fight, a lot of magic damage.
I was going to say, I know they did this opener sometime this tournament. It was actually their second match of the tournament versus NIP. And this draft was rounded out by the Bane, Slark, and Timber. Okay. And they did win that.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Very interesting, though, to see the Bat this early. So, I mean, with the Bat, what does that mean? It means we want to look for the support saves and the core counters. I think with all the supports in, you definitely just target the cores, right?
Mm-hmm.
This seems like a very strong part of the draft to pick Bat. If they don't instantly pick a core counter, now you could ban like Slark, Jug, and PL if you wanted to. Maybe PL's not like that good right now.
I mean, maybe Life Stealer is also pretty high up there against the Bat.
Yeah, and they have Earth Spirit, which we know is been used a couple times to some success this tournament.
Yeah, the Infest Bomb Carrier. Definitely like the Slark ban. I was actually going to suggest maybe even a Morphling ban against Nico, but Alliance have taken it out themselves, and Nigma banned the Darkseer.
Okay, another good combo with the Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
Earth Spirit,
very aggro lane.
Someone who I think is extremely strong this patch. I'm a little surprised we're not seeing him more, but I mean, he has his flaws, and one of those flaws is that he does need a strong laner. Either someone who can do a lot by themselves or someone who he can combo with extremely well. And Darkseer is a little bit of both. So it's an extremely synergistic duo. Might have been a little bit weird to have both Darkseer and Veno. There would be like a ton of pressure on Nico Baby's hero to like pick the hell up in that game. I mean, that's kind of how Nico Baby always does to play, but
yeah, I'm also not surprised to see Nigma like really value the Darkseer in this situation of like, oh, if they get Darkseer, this is over, because they are masters of the Ishkafel. But Faceless Void now banned out. So Anti-Mage, the big carry still in for Nico Baby that jumps out at me. AM Lifestealer, they've actually taken out the PL themselves.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I wonder, PL. Are they banning for potential Spectre?
They could Spectre, they could Terrorblade, another carry that we've talked about a lot. They ban out the Anti-Mage
Yeah, they want
themselves.
Spectre, I think with a PL and AM ban.
Like Spec against these pretty hard Blink Dagger initiators.
Yeah, like Vision gameplay.
Yeah. Although we have seen Bats just go for the BOTs first and prioritize that Blink a little bit less, but Haunt is still a great option.
5 seconds.
So could pick the 5 here, the Venger, the Oracle, if they're feeling the need for the counter. Oracle seems like a pretty good call just to help out your laning stage too. The Fortune's End can sometimes give you the save versus the Bat as well. Maybe even a Fate's Edict. You never know. You got a couple of different tools to mess with them even before the eventual False Promise on the Lasso save.
Yeah.
Pretty good F&G hero as well.
Pretty big fan of the Oracle.
If they were to pick Oracle, I mean, is there really anything that Nigma would do that'd be like, oh, we got you? Not necessarily. The only downside is that their stuns are a little weak. They basically just have like roll, and then they're working on silences from there. So Juggernaut's still looking pretty good right now for Nigma, actually.
Yeah. Carry's been a bit hot and cold, but they will go ahead and grab the Oracle now. So
What
there
were
you
they
go.
thinking?
And
they're gonna
immediate
steal it.
Spectre the other way.
They snagged it. Now what are you gonna pick? Ursa's still in. That's what they picked last time versus the Nigma Spectre.
Troll is also still in.
Dude, they wanted that spec. Oh god,
I
spec's
think
so
they
much
did
better
too. We've seen the Spectre Oracle duo. Like that lane combo is pretty sick. It enables Spec to get a lot of farm. Can
It's
take
also
a
just
lot
because
of
like, the Earth
abuse.
Spirit could have been there too as well.
Yeah.
The Veno, if it's like S4 Veno, would have been fairly safe. But the Vision game now, it goes the other way. We're talking about like these Blink Initiators, Bat Rider. They love having Vision for their team. If the Spectre haunts now, that can set up for some very good lassos.
What is the go-to carry here against Spec? Like I think Slark could definitely have been an option, but Nigma took that out straight away. Somebody that could buy a Silver Edge might be
They
might
could
be a thought
save
for
that pick and pick
Alliance.
Necrophos now. Although
That's true, they do
Necrophos,
have last pick.
Necro and the
They
Bat
take
Rider is kind of scary.
the Nakes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so here's your core against Bat Rider. Can definitely handle the lane. With Oracle, this Lifestealer is crazy sustainable, and you still have that Earth Spirit combo we talked about. The Lifestealer versus Spec matchup. Ooh, and there it is, the Warlock. So sort of your Oracle comparable in terms of the lane with Spectre. Keep him topped off, or keep her topped off rather, so she can take all that abuse. But now you've got this great team fight ultimate to mix in, and a BKB Piercer against the Lifestealer.
Yeah, and this actually would have been a counter pick last patch because of the
5 seconds remaining.
way the Veno used to work versus the Warlock and everything, right? But now it doesn't work that way with the deduction on the healing and whatnot.
Good call.
Radiant team ban.
Two forms of BKB Pierce, I guess, with the lasso and the golems. Now Necro banned out, and the Nature's Prophet.
I kind of wish they picked Necro instead of Lifestealer. I think Necro would have been sick.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous for this Alliance draft right now. I think they are very clearly lacking on control and big team fight.
5 seconds remaining.
I guess the only problem is if they pick Necro, they definitely would have banned Lifestealer, and I do think Lifestealer is better than Ursa. So they were kind of stuck.
I don't know. Do you think Troll is that bad?
Compared to
Oracle?
Lifestealer, it's pretty bad, I think. It just
Okay.
doesn't really
Against
do
the bat,
everything you
you're right.
need. Yeah, Nigma
And-
probably going to be Weeha's hero last. We're just going to assume that it's an MC Bat Rider. Weeha
Yeah,
has played a ton of Bat Rider, though, so...
A lot of options for Weeha. The Wind Ranger is still in.
I like
Visage, if they wanted to go back for that. The Meepo even.
the Prophet ban was really smart, though, too, because they could have just done
Yeah.
either, right? Weeha or MC.
I'm thinking about this last ban. What do Alliance want from mid? Probably an S4 Veno. So looking for that Limp hero.
I mean, the Necrophos could single a potential Ember pick. Again, not a lot of control, but there's Fortune's End versus Ember, which is kind of annoying.
Could maybe ban Puck again. I mean, there's a lot of the classic mids like Queen of Pain, Lena. Enigma could ban the Wind Ranger if that's something they don't want to deal with. All of those very much in the Limp repertoire.
Alliances turn to ban.
And they choose on banning the Queen of Pain.
There's just so much flexibility for Nigma, too, that they can, as you say, just kind of pick anything.
Yeah. Again, Alliance will have the 10th pick. So Nigma will have to pick a mid blind into it.
10 seconds remaining.
They could still Kunkka.
5 seconds remaining.
On the side of Nigma.
Yeah. There
sounds
is still
okay.
Viper, though. Oh, man, I was actually going to say
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster would be kind of sick, because they could Beastmaster for MC and put Weeha on the Bat Rider mid, then they'd have double BKB piercing. That would have been pretty
That,
cool. 'Cause they do double a lot, the Beastmaster and the Bat Rider.
Yeah. That actually would have been pretty scary. You're totally right.
And then the Hawk Vision would Been pretty crazy too.
5 seconds remaining.
What is a nice, safe, blind pick mid here? Honestly, think the Wind Ranger is not that bad. It's pretty well rounded, gives him another stun.
Alliance.
It's a comfort
I think
pick.
it's gonna be an
range.
MC hero.
Ah, you were right.
I
So,
think they really like Weehaw Batrider.
Didn't you say Nigma was going to pick Enigma in game 1? Didn't you profit this out, buddy? Good call.
I actually did,
You
but I said
actually
the other
did.
way. I said we'll get an Enigma, but I said it's probably gonna be on Alliance because of S4. So
That Freudian slip I had earlier was just that.
I was halfway there.
I peered into the future.
But it is another BKB piercing, right? So they did kind of
Yeah.
get what they wanted.
And it's more sick team fight. Now you've got Warlock, Ult, Black Hole, Haunt. You've got all the crazy 5-man you could ever want. You've still got great initiation with both the Batrider and the Rubik. What is the pick for Alliance that can tie this all together?
Well, the last time they had Alina, and Limp actually lost mid, but they did win the game, according to the Dota buff draft stats. Which
You need
never-
someone
never
who's
really
not super phased by Spectre haunting on you in the back line.
走好不送。
It might be a little scary for Lena.
They do need like more ranged actual damage though.
You need something big and tanky. All right, Viper.
They will take
there
the
you
Viper.
go.
All right.
That's
that was like the
range
only
damage.
concern of going for like Kunkka, I guess, is that it could have been like a Viper, and then they still would probably put Weehaw mid on the bat, but then they would have had to flex the.
This matchup sounds pretty tough, though. Bat versus Viper mid? That sounds pretty Viper favored.
Yeah, I will say though that whenever they've been picking this Batrider, even early in the draft, they never ban the Viper, which leads me to believe that they don't think it's necessarily that terrible.
Well, I guess we'll get to see here. It'll be
Yeah.
S4 that takes the Veno. No surprise. Nico Baby on the Lifestealer. And MC will grab himself the Enigma. Also, when we get into the game, we're going to take a moment to appreciate this Warlock cosmetic. My word.
I
That's
like his little puppet.
some demonic stuff
Yeah.
they've got going on there. I'll be honest, buddy. I'm a little worried for Alliance here. I like
Yep.
this Nigma draft a lot more. I hesitate to call it a clear out draft, but that's kind of how my gut's feeling right now.
And they have 3 heroes that cancel Black Hole through BKB, and Alliance have 0. They
Ye-
stole them all.
Yeah. Like, Alliance are just lacking control. Like Viper, Lifestealer, Veno all have a ton of slows, all severely lacking on stuns. And Earth Spirit stuns are skill shots. Oracle's got a root. How are the lanes though? Is there a world where Alliance could win like 2 out of the 3 lanes? And even though I don't love their draft from like a 5v5 team fight perspective, they could just ride that momentum into the mid game and take some advantage that way.
I think that even the lanes are probably gonna go even overall, because I think the Lifestealer and the Oracle will probably do all right, and then we'll have the Spectre doing okay too. So I think it's gonna be like pretty much dead even. The only difference will be the mid lane, which I'm guessing will go slightly in Limp's favor.
Now for the old
I'm curious how much. I would be stunned if Weehaw somehow managed to win this matchup on the Batrider. But time will
Yeah,
tell.
I feel like it'll be slight win for Viper, but a lot of it is outplay when it comes to the Batrider, right? And Weehaw plays this hero a lot, so if he just mind games him one time with a bad sticky napalm stack, it can be rather disastrous. All right, what's this big brain play here mid? Iron Man's gonna stand here. He's gonna smoke up and place the ward.
Okay. Both teams get wards down mid, and 3 heroes on Alliance rotate bottom.
So Weehaw, I think Weehaw's smoke popped right here. So he knew that the Veno was there, and he's pinging for a ward here.
30 seconds to battle.
And indeed, they get it. They don't want him to deny it, though.
Oh,
Nice.
they get it.
Good teamwork.
Now Weehaw taking some right clicks. Will actually take a lot of damage out of this, but worth it to get that counter ward for sure.
Kind of. Yeah, I guess. It was like an instant one, but damn, that was a lot of damage.
He did take a lot of damage. Remember, he also got the kill, so he got a little extra XP. He got that extra gold.
No, it was Iron Man Sentry.
Oh,
The goal
you're
went
right.
to Iron Man.
Totally right. Do they split the XP or does it all go to the bat? They split it. Okay. No, the XP...
No, it should all go to the killer.
So the XP goes to the killer and the gold goes to the purchaser of the
Well,
ward.
the Rubik was there too, right? 'Cause GH also assisted on it, so they both got the XP. They both got 25.
Ah, okay. They each give a right click. Gotcha.
It's complicated stuff these days. And now FNG comes with his own sentry, but he misses the obs. So he thought they might have had the obs on this side.
I see. What
little bit burnt
confuses it is the tooltip, because it says like Weehaw killed the ward for 100 gold, but he doesn't actually get the 100 gold.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice.
That's what always throws people off. Classic Dota. Don't even read the tooltips, guys.
Stay away from that left-hand side.
All right, so 2-on-2 to get things started. Up top, Mind Control and GH up against Nico Baby, FNG. The Rubik Enigma. Of course, easy denies here for the Enigma.
I'm really curious about Miracle's lane. I feel like his lane is going to be so ridiculously perfect. I just don't see a problem down here. So we'll see if I'm incorrect. I mean, I guess I can see a world where if they just start hitting spells, they're in trouble. But this is what you expect from Warlock.
Nope. Yeah, exactly. Warlock now at the point where he goes Fatal Bonds level 1, and it is very hard to deal with. It hits 6 enemies always. That was a big change a while ago.
Oh, yeah, that was quite a while back, yeah.
Up top now, Nico Baby actually taking a lot of damage. GH rooted up, won't be able to pursue. It looks like Nigma do win this first trade. That'll be a salve used by the Lifestealer. And already S4 has salved as well. So good start on the side lanes for Nigma. Getting much better trades thus far, and you can see the CS difference. Spectre doubling up the Lifestealer out of the gate.
Yeah, we are still getting these denies right in Limp's face and keeping the sticky going. But it is a full wand.
Yeah. Starting off with the double Sage's Mask. Very nice. The value, Trent. The value.
That's the Kuro right there. The Kuro Witch Doctor.
Things a little quiet for now, but I'm sure they will pop off into an exciting mid-game.
I mean, look at the tricores on the Dire, for example. You have Veno, Viper, and Lifestealer. They're not exactly like killing laners, right?
Yeah.
And then vice versa, we have Bat. Bat's like the most killing laner in this game right now.
I guess I'd maybe rate Veno a little higher in most scenarios, but against the heal of the Warlock, not so likely. Miracle
they
left
got busted.
alone. And they will do some pretty big damage here. I don't think Spec's going to die. Does have some stick charges. And Warlock's right there with the old heal. A shadow word.
This is going to be one of those lanes where you can come back and watch this whole like thing play out in the replay after. And it's all going to be about like how the creeps are being managed. Because when you're playing Warlock Spectre, nice roll through.
Mind Control, 2 fights at once here. Looks like Mind Control will live. Bottom lane, also a fight as Miracle gets chased down into the tower, but he's just got too much sustainability with the heal from Warlock, and they can't finish him off.
And they can't die the tower either with the Fatal Bonds on. Or else it can like seriously hamper. You know, Hansuke might just like kill S4 or something. Even if he's gonna live. But yeah, so when you're playing this as Warlock Spectre, like Warlock, again, the box. You never want to leave under your tower. You just want to live down here. Keep spamming heal, happy life. Miracle does not care about spells being tossed his way.
And I know you mentioned before, but the Poison Sting no longer reducing HP regen. That is a big nerf to Veno in situations like this, and you're really seeing it in the lane. Mid now, first rune picked up, bottled by the Bat Rider. It's an invis. Limp goes for a TP and then cancels it. FNG makes the rotation, as does GH. Another victory for Nigma, though, at 4 minutes in the mid.
That was such a weird mechanic, the HP regen. It's like, haha, your tangos suck, but I guess Warlock with the heal. I mean, it actually still would have been fine, right? Because it's just like heal on top.
It's just straight, yeah.
But damn. Poor Veno. I mean, what didn't he kind of needed that a little bit? I don't know. I thought it was kind of nice. But he got the damage increase, so kind of makes up for it.
Sorta. Situationally.
Oh, nice double.
RMN rolled on. Hansuke getting some damage in. Yeah, Spec's having a pretty fine time. And the Warlock's been doing a good job not leaving the box. RMN, very disciplined player here.
I'm surprised he hasn't died.
Well, he hasn't left the box, Trent. Isn't that the rule?
That's what you do.
Now top
but it
lane?
can be tough versus Veno and ET. Mid lane too.
Oh, it was mid. Okay, multiple fights at once. Looks like the damage over time caught each other, but it was Weehaw that gets the first blood and the kill first. So big advantage to the Bat Rider over the Viper.
Classic Bat. Just knows when to go for the suicide play. Burnt the wand charges and then killed him. And Lifestealer, similarly, also doing okay, but MC doing very well here.
Bat makes a rotation down bottom after that death. They want to go for S4. Flame Break knocks him back after a Spectral Dagger.
Oh,
And
that
this should be
kick?
an easy kill, I think. Still 3 stacks of Sticky. They'll get up. Okay, FNG rotates and just cancels it.
Yo, Hotskin with the Pele. That was brutal. He was going to get lassoed for sure.
Big save. Also a nice TP from the Oracle.
Yeah, they are punishing Nico Baby at the same time, though. He has no mana for Rage up here and pulled
Well.
back.
Are they going to find him? It looks like it. Now back down bottom. Miracle, he's getting chased down. They find a kill on the Spectre as well.
Well, at least they got that in return. But that's really bad for Nico Baby, too. Like, that just sucks. Like, it's, you know, Lifestealer being left alone, you tend to be kind of okay, but he was just so low on resources.
I admit nothing but my sadness.
And now
that you're
Weehaw,
gone.
he's going to get finished off in the mid. Limp gets another kill. This Viper, number
Now
1
for
on
the
net
old
worth.
Razzle Dazzle.
Now for the old Razzle Dazzle, Trent.
Well, one of the best parts about Earth Spirit still remains true, ganking the mid lane.
Yep.
Fortified.
This,
And that was an arcane rune on the Viper strike too, so if he comes back mid, he'll just have to handle it once again.
yeah, so far so good on this Viper pick.
Radiant structures. are fortified.
Ultimates appearing pretty soon here. Black Hole, not that far away. And down bottom, got a 3v2. As up top, are they going to pressure Nico again? They are, but no chance for a kill. Lifestealer still completely isolated, stuck on an island up here. Black Hole now available, but short mana.
All right, well, so far we've had both versions of the Viper game. We've had both times we had our player dominate the early game, and then once we had them like kind of run the game with the help of Avenge Aura, and then the other time we just had the Viper just kind of pull off. Ooh,
Miss
yeah,
from
unfortunate
Hanskin.
miss there.
They might still get this kill. Limp, level 7, big damage on the poison attack, and they do get it.
Try to
Roll not
save the
needed.
Sting.
Tower has fallen.
Oh, Nico Baby's coming mid too for the farm. It's like, yeah, you know, I can lane versus Bat Rider, guys.
Let us skirmish.
Just holding it still.
Level 1 upheaval.
Yeah, brutal spell.
Similar to the Jakiro Macropyre, made much better since they added the stickiness. Now up to 3 seconds after leaving the pit on the ground. Actually very hard to get away from. Up top now, GH, speaking of hard to get away from, it's a Viper, TP out. Oh, hand skin. Half second down bottom. Poison Nova goes out before the Veto gets caught by the lasso, but pulled in deep, knocked back by the Flame Break. And they will get a kill on S4. Oh, Black Hole up top. He used it, but looks like he canceled it.
Normally.
I don't know if it was a misclick or if he started it and then just went, nope, this isn't what I wanted.
I'm thinking it was probably a misclick because there's no way you were going to kill a 700 HP
Yeah.
Viper.
Heard the sound and saw exactly what happened, but that is a Black Hole on cooldown, 3 minutes. Not a big deal, but still something that Alliance could play around.
We figure what Nico Baby's going to do this game. He appears to be heading towards the Midas. So the Midas armlet build, perhaps?
Yeah. I don't think you could go Ultra Greed and do anything like a Radiance or something like that.
Yeah, I think we're out on that item for Lifestealer.
Guess the question is whether or not it's Armlet or if he goes for something else like a Deso, for example, for hard hitting.
Yeah, it's also just like what's first, right? Is it Midas or is it Armlet? I think that's a pretty important factor.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
And the Spectre did go for Brown Boots, Drums, and now looking for just Shreds. So not going for a Radiance, at least not an early one.
No Midas or Meteor Hammer either on Miracle. So looking to be pretty active with the kills, you would think. As
Free kill onto Mind Control.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stopped that TP. Yeah, the Meteor Hammer seems to be falling out of vogue a little bit on the Spectre. I guess with drums getting buffed, they're almost like a better Meteor Hammer in some ways. Could speed Lasso from Weehaw out onto Nico Baby. Magnetize as well. Looks like they'll be able to bring down this bat, but Miracle presses forward like he wants to fight. Will retreat and
Just
head
want
back
a
to
taste
farming.
of the action, you know? He's been a little bored this game.
0-1-1.
I want to feel something, man.
And
back to the jungle.
Alive. All right, Alliance moving into the net worth lane.
Stole level 4 wards. He's jungling.
Solid.
This was the puppy. All right, support Veno. Back when this terrain looked a lot different, it's pretty the exact same spot. He would just jungle right here. As
I mean,
Venomancer.
this is dope though. The Plague Wards do piercing damage, right? So they do extra damage to the creeps.
I don't even remember anymore what they
Maybe they changed
to.
it back. Yeah, Weehaw top. He's gonna get caught. Limp again, setting it up with all that poison.
Radiant's bottom tower
But either way, this is money for the Rubik. This is like not quite as good as stealing Morph when you're against Morphling, but
I mean, it's kind of funny.
this one's pretty high up there.
It's a little. It's kind of whatever. I feel like he'd rather just have rage or something.
It's also not bad to run around with because they are like scouting tools, right? You can plop them over tree lines and stuff. So not bad when you're just running around the jungle like this.
He's quite dead, my friend.
Holy shit, he is. That's a nice kill onto Miracle.
You know what's nice? When you have
Break that Spectre.
one big hero and you have Earth Spirit. This is the hallmark Earth Spirit now. He is not the... I used to call him team fight in a bag. He's just the one hero you needed could give you team fight for the entire team. But ever since they reworked the kick to be the slow and the roll to be the stun, then he's now just the assassinator instead. They completely flipped his role.
And here I was thinking that you are excited about Nether Toxin versus Dispersion.
That's also cool. I mean, that's part of why they picked it, for sure.
Oh, mid lane, the double bubble. Golem comes down, the black hole, and they find Nico Baby. An explosive catch from Nigma, putting the Enigma to good work as they now catch S4 on a very aggressive TP. Now FNG, they've still got a flaming lasso. That's a dead Oracle. 3 on the sideline for Alliance as the first big set of team fight ultimates come out of Nigma.
That's a little worrisome when your team gets 3-man wiped and your lifestealer suddenly flashes up the little Midas notification. I don't know, guys.
Yeah, again, compliments to Miracle's build on the Spectre. Not going for greed at all. Getting involved, taking this late game carry, and buying items that let him fight here at 13 minutes. GH will just TP out. He's fine.
Yeah, not a whole lot to worry about when it comes to the TPs, right?
Yeah. It's pretty much just Earth Spirit. Yeah, Fortune's
You
Edge.
got the, yeah, maybe you'll catch them depending.
That one
Honestly,
flies
they're
pretty
both
slow.
pretty hard to catch, frankly. Like, you know, roll's not really a guarantee.
Yeah. Oh, so here you go, buddy. Nico, he's got the halberd queued up. Value stats for the Lifestealer. Now we'll see a smoke, infest bomb. Let's see what Alliance can find here. They might bump into RMN. Great positioning in the tree line. Those coach instincts, the spidey senses tingling.
Yeah, I mean, there's no golem, so they really want to push this. No BKB, no Haunt. Sorry, no Black Hole, that is, rather.
radiant structure.
Nigma on the run. They might just sack this tier 1 tower. This is a good read from Alliance. They'll probably get a tier 1 tower out of it.
Well, this is the other counter we always talk about, though, is picking the Viper into the Rubik, because now he's
Nice
got the
deny.
Nether Toxin stolen, so...
Ooh.
And Limp has the max out corrosive skin, so suddenly he might be feeling a little squishy as the fights roll out.
Yep. Also Feast. Also Poison Sting. Passives that it knocks off. Knocking off Feast actually is not bad in a clustered 5v5 fight if you can lock down the Lifestealer on top of it.
Well, especially since they reworked it. Now it's like a core part of him with the 60 attack speed.
Yep.
Dire's
Exactly.
top tower is under
3% max lifesteal and 60 attack speed at level 4.
Dire are
Pretty good passive. Well, not a big net worth lead for Nigma, but does kind of feel like they've got the commanding lineup right now, where when they have their ultimates, they are the directors of the game. And Alliance are forced into this play style where they have to play around Nigma's cooldowns.
They need
And now
big
Blink
auras.
Dagger.
Like, I don't like that S4 is the only one building them. I think that kind of sucks for them, like the defensive auras, because it feels like Nigma are going to get a lot out of this map right now if they just like play as 5. Whereas Hanskin is the only person that can actually get kills for the side of Alliance right now. He's to set up everything. And he did a great job. Like, that kill on Miracle up top, huge. And yeah, it went to like a 3-man kill mid right after the haunt and everything, but at least getting something. Hanskin just going to sack himself here.
Limp with the TP. He will make it out. And they'll find Hanskin. Malphus stops that TP. And that'll be a quick pick onto the Earth Spirit. Just a haunt committed.
Yeah, but they need like Greaves and Pipe. They have to survive through the ultimates of Nigma and then try and battle back because they have like the slow lineup, right? They have the poison damage over time, the magnetize, the poison from the Veno and the Viper.
But they're like all in on damage over time. They've got 3 key heroes that are nothing but dots.
Yeah, so like they can't get blown up by a triple combo of ultis. Fatal Bonds can single-handedly win this game pretty much.
Yeah.
I think it is
Especially good,
hilarious.
too.
The like you're fighting a damage over time lineup into a maxed out upheaval too, and we already know they don't have any stuns, so Iron Man is gonna get max upheaval off every time. And you think that Alliance's team looks like it creates the bog, it lays down the green, you're smoking the peat? No, it's
84%.
It's just RMN.
Max slow on upheaval.
Yeah,
God,
and
it's
it
a
only takes
ridiculous
3.5 seconds to get it when it's maxed out like this.
amount. Yeah.
And look at the range. Oh man, these fights.
Look at the range on it. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's like the edge of the screen.
Oh yeah, they're in
That's
trouble.
bananas. It's also
I don't
really
like the look
nice
of these fights, man.
when you have all of this initiation, Haunt, Black Hole, Golem, and Rubik with telekinesis. So the Bat Rider has very little pressure in terms of starting fights off with lasso. Like Weeha in the last fight was very patient. They started things off, got 2 picks, and then he lassoed the Oracle, so there wasn't even a false promise to contend with. And opening up the Bat Rider's options like that is just, it's so scary. It makes him such a threat. It allows him to get away without having a Blink Dagger, and he's not even concerned about it. He's going to go BKB next. He's going to skip Blink entirely.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh yeah, I like it. He's gonna wade through that poisonous bog on the side of Alliance.
Yep. Limp also going for a BKB on the Viper. The Bug
Radiant's
Viper.
top tower is under attack.
I'm
Radiant's
growing to like this
structures
cosmetic.
fortified.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't know.
With AQ coming
it's
out
kinda
in
funny.
World of Warcraft, it's freaking me out. It's too buggy.
You just want to ride that thing, want to mount up.
What is Viper? What animal is he? Like a snake? Vipers are snakes, right? He's a flying snake.
Well, yeah, Vipers are snakes. IRL.
So now we're turning him into a bug. All right,
I don't know. Cost
bug him up, dude.
Dire's bottom tower
I don't know if cosmetics are part of the lore. Only Arcanas, I think. Only if they come with lore.
Yeah, the personas I think really are the only ones that have lore. Well, I guess we're getting like the Quap Arcana had quite a
Game's
bit of
got
lore.
lore, the bones or whatever. Didn't he loregasm that thing?
I think they've been slowly upping the lore game with the. I don't know if there's any lore with the Lena Arcana.
No, I don't think so.
And then the Fire Queen got more fire.
She was mad one day at Crystal Maiden. That's the extent of Lena's lore.
Veno scouting things out a little bit. And much different. Game 1 was so bloody. And this one has been a lot more controlled. 15 kills in 19 minutes. You sort of understand why. Like, Alliance don't want to fight into this team fight unless they have a pretty good advantage. And Nigma haven't really given them many opportunities for pickoffs where they're not threatening with some sort of counterplay with Black Hole or Haunt or the Chaotic Offering.
Alliance, they have 2 supports that can't clear waves as well.
That too.
And then they have Boots of Travel, Bat Rider on Nigma. So, like, Nigma are the ones who are going to get to decide when they fight. Because, once again, the only person that can start a fight on Alliance is Hanskin. And all I see from Hanskin is this. He's just running back and forth.
Haunt, S4, dead. Looking for more. Hanskin, nope. It's limp. He'll use drums. He makes it away, but now Weehaw, he's found a lasso. Beautiful flame break. And that'll catch Hanskin. That makes it a 2-0. A double damage rune spawns outside of the Roche pit, and Nigma might be tempted.
They might go for those bottom bounties. But they just instantly went for them. No, Weehaw's trying. He's like, I can at least get one.
Okay, sees the movement and goes,
oh, is it worth Weehaw?
Okay, he gets it.
All right, so they'll go 3 for 1. All right, so Nigma, I'm just gonna throw out a recommendation here. How about you don't try and like Shadow Blade into a tree line or anything right about now? Because I do think them making a poor initiation is pretty much the only way this game goes wrong. If they get a free jump, I would. Whoa, MC, not gonna risk it.
Wow, they don't commit for it. They actually let him go. 2 TPs come in, and Nigma played safe. All right, they take heed to your advice.
I was wondering if they were gonna black hole, because they were just doing it right in front of MC. But yeah, he just ticked out to the poisons.
The stolen plague wards, dude, coming in handy.
You're right, it actually was.
Weehaw split pushing down bottom. And Roche still standing, but now a 5K net worth lead for Nigma. I think it's particularly scary for Alliance that Nigma are able to put on this amount of pressure and still make these pickoffs happen without using their full ultimate combo. Like just haunt lasso and they can get a 2-0, and then you still have black hole and offering available. So if you want to, you can just keep fighting.
And the one you don't ever really want to use offensively, unless it's a very good fight, like 2 or like 3 heroes or something, is the offering, because it's just like it's so safe as Warlock. Like the cast range is ridiculous. It's so good at saving people up top. Another aggressive blink there from MC to force a rage.
Just letting him know who's the boss.
Yeah.
Spectre thinking about BKB next. She's already got that Manta style.
I mean, you could maybe be doing a very good job of keeping up, I think. Considering the state the game's in. Yeah. And he's doing very well. And then you still have S4 and the Viper doing well too. Now, mind you, again, the reason why you have 3 cores at the top is because of the supports. Because these 2 supports can't do anything. They cannot increase their net worth. If there's no team fights, Oracle and Earthspirit are going to stay very poor. So you see the Spectre, and then it's like, oh, Lifestealer, Viper, Veno, and yet it's a 6K lead for Nigma. Because they have 5 farmed heroes.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Rubik. He is basically an off laner right now. GH is playing a core Rubik at this point. He is more than...
He's literally the gap.
He is double both of the other supports combined, just about. A little bit less, but I mean, he is... Yeah, he's looking good. Now, we are starting to get into this territory where we'll start to feel that early economic investment in the Midas on Nico Baby, as opposed to the Drum, Manta, and now BKB from Spectre, which is definitely more fight-oriented as opposed to farming. And that's a big reason why Nico is only 500 net worth behind the Spectre, despite a big difference in KDA, right? The Lifestealer is 0-2-1, and the Spectre is 3-2-5. Big difference.
Is under attack.
I think
Midas was worth it. And at the end of the day, for Nico, it seems like it was a good choice.
Yeah, I guess he probably just read the situation of just like, yeah, we're not going to be able to force fights. So I'm going to be farming for a long time. It just seems a little unfortunate to be going Midas first as the only like kind of scary guy in your team versus Enigma and Spectre.
I hear you.
I think Roche is like kind of bad for Enigma. They don't do it particularly fast. They fight really well around the pit, but I don't think they should like fall into a trap of actually fighting there unless Alliance commit for it. It looks like a pretty good thing for Alliance to actually maybe try and like steal away if they can put some pressure on that bottom lane. And they have the Deso too, so this is the fight into Roche, ideally. Warlock would be such a good pick.
Oh, Warlock breaks the smoke. He finds S4. Kind of a bummer since they had that Invis rune there. Could have led this smoke attempt. Spectre down bottom. Miracle throws the dagger to make the great escape over the tree line. And he should be clear. Dodges the gank completely. Bummer for Alliance.
Yeah, and look at all the vision they had down here too. Right? They have this war. They have this war down here too. They see the courier coming back, so they know Spectre's still there. They know
him. There's a BKB on Miracle though. This isn't an easy target to bring down right now. Infest Bomb still inside of Hanskin. He's just getting turned on. Alliance still nearby. They're going to be committed to this, but the BKBs come out. Black Hole, Chaotic Offering. Hanskin's down. Lasso onto the Viper. Nico Baby in the front line, sustaining for now, but looks like a tough fight for Alliance. They've already lost both supports. BKB's expiring, and Limp, quite low, is going to be pushed back. Now Nigma reinitiating. They are going to catch the Viper. He'll go down next. No chance to sustain there. TP's out from Nico and S4. They'll both go through. 3 for nil, though.
He's level 17. Because I was looking, I was like, how did he get that telekinesis? He was level 16 when that fight started, so he had the 100 cast range as well as the Aether Lens with Blink Force Staff. So his range of initiation is unbelievable right now.
Yeah, and he's actually passed the Enigma in terms of farm. GH has officially become the 3 to Mind Control's support Enigma. Good on ya.
And he's been holding the Philosopher's Stone the whole game, and he had the Plague Wards for a long time, too.
Yeah, that helps a lot. What's also cool about that combo is normally the Philosopher's Stone slows down your farming speed a little, but with Plague Wards, that minus attack damage actually doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
So what happened there was that Nigma read the whole situation, of course, thanks to the Warlock plays. Nice. We'll go back to this for now, though. As,
1 sec.
Alliance want to try and get this Roach, as we kind of pointed out to with the Deso.
They're short on cooldowns, so still a tough fight for Alliance. They lose FNG. Hanskin's still alive, but Nico and S4 getting focused as Miracle just pops the BKB to TP out safely.
They can Roche. There's Lasso, though. They want more picks.
Still over a minute before the big ultis come back. Haunt in 50.
He's got no stones.
Well, that's a bad problem to have.
Yep. They have to Roche here. I approve. Even though it's dangerous, there's no ultis.
This game is in dire straits already. It's 10k net worth behind.
I mean, GH is going to get an Aegis, but that's cool. It's fine.
Roche down to about 1/3 HP. Still no Haunt for 25. Miracle outside the pit, trying to keep vision. Looking for a steal, perhaps. Now they go in onto Limp. That's the Lasso. Limp going to be in big trouble, even with the BKB. Does get sustained back up with the Guardian Greaves. Poison Nova connects, I think, on the entire team of Nigma, so they are going to start ticking down, and they will need to be careful here. Pipe is just coming up, though. That's going to help mitigate some of the damage, but now RMN very low, gets off a pretty good Fatal Bonds. That's Hanskin down. Now the Haunt from Spectre resets, and they're going to be in trouble. Weehaw traded for S4, but Limp falling quickly. Somehow still sustaining. It's thanks to FNG, but he's about to pop. Down he goes. Only 2 left alive for Alliance now. It's the 2 big cores. Maybe they can turn this around, but Miracle, good use of the tree line, trying to fog, and he'll mitigate some more of that damage. I can't believe Limp lived through all of that. He tanked so much damage. But now they'll catch the Life Stealer, and now Nico gets put to rest. Just Limp, left alive. Can this Viper do it?
I
don't think
another
so.
toxin. He's broken.
No, a taste of his own medicine. It doesn't take good. No spoonful of sugar for that one, as the Ultra Kill gets secured for Miracle Spectre.
And MC drops down the very appropriate Ironwood planted GG tree. But that's how it's feeling. They had to go for a bit of a desperation Roche in that moment. And yeah, I mean, frankly, even if they get this Aegis, like, then the ultimates are back up, and there's still so many that it's not like, ah, yes, I can survive Chrono now. It's like, all right, cool, you get through the black hole, and then you still have the Lasso, you still have the golems coming through.
Yeah, brutal that Nigma were able to take such a good team fight again with basically just Lasso Haunt. And now you've got Black Hole offering ready to go with Aegis Cheese. Let's take a look at our win rate.
Bottom. Hanskin's is dead.
Okay, Hanskin's dead. Win rate. You want to take a guess here, buddy?
87%.
96.
Oh, damn it.
4% win chance for Alliance, according to the robots running Dota Plus right now.
I forgot to put in the Spectre factor. That's what got me.
Also the Black Hole factor. Enigma and Void, both very highly favored by the robots. Oracle maybe saving S4 here. Of course, Aegis in the hands of Miracle. He's going to be very confident frontlining. BKB popped by Weehaw. Bit of an awkward fight, but there's the Haunt. Spectre right in onto the back line. Once FNG and GH will catch him with the lockdown. Now they'll get S4. He'll be dead next. 2 dead straight away. No buybacks as the black hole gets deployed. Connects just on 1, but it secures the kill. Limp going to be on the sideline now, trying to keep mind control alive. He falls to Nico,
Oh, he's
baby.
broken.
Nico is going to suffer an unfortunate fate. A 1 for 5. Aegis still in the hands of Spectre. Brutality for Alliance.
That should help.
Yeah, it's a true walking at them
Dire's bottom tower
situation there. Holding that Aegis nice and strong. Instant bash as well onto poor FNG. Didn't have a chance to get off his ulti. That was pretty depressing looking. Bashed right into a telekinesis.
But more credit to GH. He knew the target. He was right there to follow up on the Oracle. Even if he didn't get the bash, I think the telekinesis would have been enough as well.
I mean, we all knew the core Rubik was coming. Is he the highest level after Spectre? He is.
Let's have a look. Yep, 22 on Spectre, and that is 20 on the Rubik right now. He is even with the enemy lifestealer.
What a game.
GH looking for an Aghanims next, so going to extend that reach even more. This is like the perfect Rubik build.
It's also, again, the lack of initiation. It's like a click and point adventure for Rubik, right? Like, there's no way you're gonna die. You're just like looking around, like, ooh, what do I want next?
That was a cute telekinesis against the Earth Spirit, who was charging up the roll.
Yeah.
And again, because GH has so much cast range, it didn't even really pose much of a risk.
He could. I mean, he's also just holding rage too. He could split push right now and not die.
That's a handy steal.
Yeah.
Guys, I got my BKB.
Yeah, he had Nether Toxin, threw it down, which forces the rage out of the life stealer, so you can still right click. So then he just steals rage after. You can't win.
Level 20 talent on Rubik, minus 4-second cooldown on Fade Bolt. That's kind of cool. Synergizes with the change to Fade Bolt now percentage-wise.
Yeah, unfortunately, he wasn't cool enough to go for the steal's damage. He went for the good ability of cast range. What a jerk.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you go for at 25 usually? Is that plus 40 spell amp for stolen spells legit? Or is minus 12 on telekinesis too good? 10-second cooldown.
It's dependent.
All right, here we go. Lasso, follow-up haunt. They'll catch S4, and he will fall. FNG also gets soloed by Miracle, while the rest of the team kills S4. That's 2 on the sideline now. No buyback on the Veno. Oracle does have it, holding it for now. The rest of Nigma pressing forward. Hanskin will get the roll away, but they've found Nico, baby. BKB popped. Black Hole connects on 2. FNG is on the high ground, maybe looking for a save, but it's not going to matter. The Black Hole is just too damning. And now Nico, he's about to take a lot of damage. He pops. Whoa, that's a full team wipe. Buyback's coming if they've got him.
They still have golems.
They are looking to make this final hold. They will repel Nigma for now, but boy, is it costly.
They're stuck.
Oh, Viper, he gets golemed. He's trying to survive. He's trying to sustain. The Magnetize comes down. Here's Nico, baby. He comes flying out, but Hanskin limp. Both on the sideline. It's a 2v5. The lasso comes out. Mind Control still alive in the back. Somehow, 20 HP. Now it's just S4, and this is going to be the final nail in the coffin. 5 down, no buybacks. Nigma low on HP, but it won't matter. GG, 2-0. Nigma leading this best-of-5 grand finals, 1 win away from taking the whole kit and caboodle.
That was devastating. I mean, Nigma picked like 9 of the 10 heroes this game. All right, so like Alliance picked Earth Spirit, and then from there on out, it was pretty much reaction drafting. Right? They had, I guess they picked the Earth Spirit and the Veno, and then after that,